We're here today, as you know, May 16th through June 5th is Click It or Ticket. And it is part publicity to say to Wyoming residents that there's a law out there, and if you do not wear your seatbelt, you can get a ticket. But that is very insignificant as to the larger story. Wyoming doesn't have an interest in giving tickets. Wyoming has an interest in saving lives. And while I grew up at a time when many did not wear seatbelts, and in fact there was a time, I remember conversations with some of the parents of when I was a kid talking about how seatbelts could even be dangerous. That is a myth that has been debunked for many, many years now. And I just want to share with you some statistics that make it absolutely clear why we all need to wear seatbelts. Last year in 2015, 76% of all highway fatalities were not belted. 76%. Out of the 67 rollover fatalities, only 2 were belted. 65 were not wearing their seatbelts. Of all Wyoming highway fatalities, 75% were Wyoming residents. Starting off in 2016, we're having fewer fatalities. When we prepared these remarks at the end of last week, there was 15 fatalities. There is now 16. But it's been a relatively good year because at this time last year, we had 45 fatalities. We were 1/3 of where we were last year. Of the 15 fatalities that we've had in Wyoming to date, only 2 were wearing their seatbelts. Of single vehicle rollover fatalities, none were wearing a seatbelt. So far in 2016, 2/3 of the fatalities have been Wyoming residents. So when we talk about these statistics, they are not anonymous statistics. They are our families, they are our neighbors, they are our friends. Recognizing how important an issue this is for Wyoming, last year I renewed the Wyoming Seatbelt Coalition. It's a group committed to the serious work of increasing seatbelt usage in our state. And I ask all Wyoming citizens not only to wear your seatbelt, but to make sure everybody in the car is wearing their seatbelt, to encourage and promote this program. This wonderful way that we have an opportunity to promote this, as I said, is not about the state of Wyoming trying to write more tickets. It's about the state of Wyoming trying to save lives. Last year, and we'll hear again this year, when you hear the stories from law enforcement professionals, from those who provide medical care, they will tell you stories over and over again. Whether it is that highways where they've been called out on a highway fatality, of having to extricate family members, of seeing children, all who could have been saved from wearing seatbelts. The surgeons, the trauma surgeons, who are put in that position, seeing it over and over and over again. When we read the statistics about 76% of the fatalities not having seatbelts, there is no ambiguity. Seatbelts save lives. And Wyoming can do better. And in fact, Wyoming should be a leader in this because we are few in population. And every one of these lives impacts not just the individual family, but the community and the state. So my ask of Wyoming isn't just to buckle up. It is to make sure everybody around you buckles up. My ask of Wyoming, let's buckle up together. Let's save lives. And we can do that here, and we can do it better than any other state, and we should. Thank you all for being here and your support of this important program.